we have compiled a few pieces of audio just to take you down memory lane when it comes to Mraz's season that was with the New York Rangers. Since we had to camouflage these from Mraz, Pete, I'd like you to play clip titled Alf 2. Let's do Alf 2 first. Yes, if we want to hide audio from Mraz, we label things under the label Alf. So it appears that it's only me and Pete who cares about such quotes. Here is a clip from very early this NHL season back during the fall.
This Ranger team might be the best team of any of my teams in my entire life.
And you lived through the 90s Yankees that won 4 out of 5.
That is how special a year I think this could be.
You were alive in 1994.
Right. I think this team's better.
It's not.
Better goalie.
I mean, it's not.
Mraz just called Adam Fox the Steph Curry of the NHL.
So what? Except, it's okay to accept. Pete was calling him the 86 Mets all year. Nobody got on him. They were playing taps on the trumpets by the end.
Except that, you know why? Because Pete's been beaten down by his teams, and so when he has the rare moment of optimism, you just take it and be like, hey, this is a good moment for him. You do this with every team ever.
I haven't been beaten down. I've had the worst team in football for half a decade, and the last time I saw a Stanley Cup, I was in first grade. I haven't been beaten down.
You have 2 Super Bowls as an adult. Pete hasn't seen a good Jet team in his life.
He's also a Yankee fan. How much winning do you need?
I was in my 20s the last time they won a World Series. 35.
I was 1 when I saw any championship. I didn't realize what was going on.
You lived through 96.
The last decade has been loser since I've been an adult male.
07 Super Bowl, a 2011 Super Bowl. How can you possibly claim you root for losers?
Because I've seen the dramatics. I haven't seen steady. I've seen the worst of the worst. I've seen the Giants became the Lions and Browns.
What
They're
was
back.
the 09 Yankees?
A long time. Damn, I was 22 years old. Think of that. 22 as a young man. Whole world in front of me. Time's ticking here. I feel like Jerry Jones.
Before the season, Mraz said this Rangers team might be the greatest team of his lifetime in any sport. Let's play now clip entitled Alf 1. Pete, here's Alf 1.
52 regular season wins, 16 postseason wins, got us to 68 wins.
Oh, no.
That's exactly what I said.
No way.
That is exactly what I said.
Oh,
you guys took it the wrong way.
You snake.
I'm not a
You
snake. I'm not a
snake.
snake. That's exactly what it was.
No.
That's what it always
not
was.
doing this. No, you are not doing this.
Did.
You are not.
Said
This is the
68 wins.
This is the snakiest snake you ever snaked.
No, the
clown.
Kevin Durant Warriors meant they'd win the championship. 68 wins. Do the math.
I've been told in the newsroom that Mraz is predicting the Rangers go 68-8 over the course of the season.
Yeah, and then whatever the extras are would be ties. I can't do the math from that. I think they get the 68 wins this year. I think they're Kevin Durant Warriors good. I don't remember doing that. No, I meant
Yes,
16
you
playoff wins.
You
Pull
didn't
the tape.
factor in
Pull the tape.
16
Pull the tape.
playoff wins.
No, 16 playoff wins, 52 regular season wins, get you to 68 wins.
This is embarrassing.
Loser.
No, it's embarrassing for you guys. You guys don't listen.
Total loser.
Oh, why would you do that?
No, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Why would you move the goalpost
didn't
like
move the
that? It
goalpost.
makes you look even worse.
No, it doesn't. I said the Kevin Durant Warriors are going to win the championship. How many wins? They're going to win 68 games. They got to win 16 in the playoffs to win the championship.
Well, that's a lot less impressive if you add in 16 playoff wins.
52 would tie the Rangers franchise record for wins in a year.
So embarrassing. So to clarify just that, before the season, Mraz had called this Rangers team the 73-win Warriors and said they would have 68 victories. That would set an all-time NHL mark. When it became readily apparent during the regular season, the first month it became apparent that they were not a wagon, Mraz moved the goalpost and said he meant 52 regular season and 16 postseason wins to win a Stanley Cup, which, can you even imagine thinking about that as the lie? Like, that is such, it is so ridiculous of the lie. Nobody ever says, oh, my team's going to win 18 football games this year, 4 in the playoffs. I only meant they were going to go 12-4. Like, no, you would never do that, or whatever, 14. You would just never say that. Right. Oh, no, I was factoring in the postseason wins. I mean, it's just so gutless.
I think they get the 68 wins this year. I think their Kevin Durant Warriors good.
And then backed off of it. No, I meant the postseason. So now we have a Rangers team that went up 2-0 in the first round, and he did a sweeping motion when it was clear they were not going to sweep the Devils. He said, "Oh, I was just cleaning off the bar because it's Brazilian wood, and so you have to sweep the bar. You can't wipe down the bar." So, okay, so you guys see where we're coming from here. This is as low a moment as he has ever had. We have former members of the show texting us, rubbing it in his face. Kenny Brock, former member of the show on the Wheels of Steel, longtime Flyers fan, saying, quote, "Giants training camp just a few months away, Mraz." And then Brock adding, "Let me know what segment the Ryan Callahan crocodile tears are coming so you can try to go viral. I'll tune in." So here's Brock not only sticking the needle in and twisting, or the blade in and twisting, but also calling out Mraz for trying to go viral with fake crying. Ed tweets in, "Wait, did Mraz just say, 'I knew when I did the sweeping motion, I knew they were going to lose'? I thought his actions didn't affect the team. His words. Also, I thought it wasn't a sweep. It was for him cleaning the bar. He's just lying." Dat Boy Zoe tweets, "I'm trashing Mraz yet again. He had a chance to trash himself and take some accountability, but he deflected as usual. Look, my guy, I'd be calling you a fake fan too if you jinx my team. Get him out."
Warning, hazardous material.
Whit B says, "How many of Mraz's buddies have been sucked into actual fights because of Mraz's mouth?"
Splash Brothers? More like the Trash Brothers.
It's bad. The Devils' official Twitter account tweeted, "Somebody check on that guy using the broom." They're actually trolling him. Ed says, "I'm trashing Mraz as well. I'm not alone. He really needs to learn to not be so cocky. I can't believe the Rangers didn't teach him anything. He's just like a Philly sports fan. He's so obnoxious. It's getting to be too much."
Eat it!
That's just offensive.
Eat it!
Everybody is just absolutely roasting Mraz on social media. And not surprisingly, he refuses to give even an inch. And now he's lying that he said, "I always thought the Rangers would lose. I always thought they would lose."
I should rephrase. I always thought there was a chance they'd lose, for sure. I knew it would be very upsetting if they lost in the first round. I expect them to make a run. I had real expectations at some point the year as to finally be the year. I thought it would be this, but I knew that the Devils were going to be a really good team, a really tough team. I thought their inexperience might hurt them. I even said in the newsroom, if the Devils are going to win the game last night, they have to score first. They did. So clearly I acknowledge there was a path to them to win a game. Look, it is what it is. I wasn't on the ice. What I think I take most issue with is anybody claiming there was any kind of jinx involved. Jinxes don't exist. The team lost. Oh, shame on me for being a fan and believing them. I think they get the 68 wins this year. I think their Kevin Durant Warriors good.
How do you feel when you hear that?
I mean, I had a take that was wrong. I thought Josh Rosen would be a franchise quarterback. I got to own it. I was wrong. They weren't the Warriors of hockey. We figure it out this offseason. Hopefully they could try to be that at some point in my lifetime. Wasn't it this year?
Do you think that maybe it's time to walk back the totally outrageous predictions before seasons?
I rarely have totally outrageous predictions preseason. No. This was one that was. I rarely have that. I'm usually very realistic about my teams, and I want to be in belief and have optimistic thoughts. All right, maybe next year I won't make that take, but I'm going to believe in this team's plan. So, of course, again, today is the day that sucks. This is why you act like a pig and enjoy the highs, because there's so many moments that you're so negative anyway. Don't be negative in those moments. Believe, buy in, be a fan. I'm a true fan. I'm not going to apologize for that. Have fun with your fandom.
I think the issue is you're lying. I think
what am I lying about?
Well, you originally said it's a 68-win Rangers team, and when it was readily apparent they were not going to win 68 games, you said, I meant the playoffs, and that was a lie.
This part is not a lie. What I meant was the hockey equivalent of that, what the Bruins became this year. The Rangers didn't have the year the Bruins had. I thought the Rangers were going to just have this steamrolling regular season. They never did. But you also got to realize win totals are not the same because there's overtime losses in hockey. It's more of a points thing.
That's not what you meant, and you know it. That's not what you meant, and you know it.
I mean, again, I told you 52 wins would be their regular season record. They got to 47, so I wasn't that far off from what I expected them to do, which would be that great.
The 73-win Warriors weren't known for their championship because they didn't win one. They were known for their regular season wins. That's what you were calling the Rangers.
Now, if I could really take you into my mind, I had the Warrior teams confused. I meant the Durant one that won the championship, not the great regular season one. But at that point, I had dug my hole too deep that I went with it. I'm not gonna back down. I'm just gonna keep digging myself a hole. So that is what you got in that spot. I was wrong. And how many times you can fluff it up, put peanut butter jelly on the whole thing. I was wrong. They didn't have a great dominant regular season. They had some expectations. They were underdogs in a series, the favorite one. It would have been a great upset story if they were to come off and beat the Devils here. They didn't. And now I got to deal with it. I got to deal with feeling like garbage all day.
Do you feel at all a little embarrassment for being so bullish on the Rangers all season to a team that didn't make it out of the first round?
No, because this is the other part that I think people don't grasp. This was not predicated on nothing. They were in a conference final last year, have arguably the best goalie in hockey, and were gearing up with all. Everybody thought they arrived a year early. They had, not just from me, big preseason expectations. I might have made them a little bigger, but they were one of the betting favorites to win a Stanley Cup. People expected big things from the Rangers. So no, because I was bullish on the Rangers, I feel ashamed. No, I was doing what a lot of people believed. I just maybe took it to a little bit of a grander scale because I was pumped up for the team. I was really pumped up. I'm a starved fan for winning a title. And that was it. And, Giants helped ease a little bit of that early Ranger struggle. It's the life of being a sports fan. You ride the highs and the lows suck. And that's it. And I'm not going to apologize for that. You guys can play as many clips as you want. Pete can fire. Pete gets no credit. 86 minutes. They're winning. I'm betting everything on them to win. Woo. Nowhere close. They stink too. I'm going to sit here and own it, unlike some of us. And that's it.
Never said anything like that.
Not Connor Green tweets, is Mraz just a compulsive liar with everyone in his life, or is it just on the radio? Hashtag oink the clown.
No, with everybody.
You are a compulsive liar.
You just admitted it, too.
And he can't drink.
Yeah. He really is. And it's hard because Bogusch roots for the Rangers as well, and you just got sucked down into the muck with him.
I mean, it's super great when he screws with the Yankees. That's great. I can even deal with the Giants hex, because at one point it was his dad more than him during the season, but it was his dad who had the Giants winning out at one point, that Daniel Jones was better than Jalen Hurts. I remember all the hits from the fall into the winter, that maybe they could win in Philly, and they were completely destroyed in the playoff game. But this one hurts. This is my second most important team. And I know that he didn't directly make them lose, but I just need him to be quiet.
No, you be a fan where you want to be a fan. I just want to say, if they did win, no. Here's the thing. If they did win, nobody would be sitting here going, Mraz, what a great job. I mean, man, you nailed it. Boy, you brought out those brooms. Everybody would find something else to complain about. So you know what? You're going to complain about something that makes me happy. It makes me happy is being happy.
Jeffrey tweets, I'm trashing Mraz for acting the fool today. Dude is backpedaling his half-baked predictions at warp speed. Talk about embarrassing. Get him out.
Eat it!
That's a dumpster dive.
Greg tweets, Mraz being super pig on his teams and Bogusch and Pete responding to him is such great radio. I was sorry the Rangers lost because I want to hear what he would say if he made the finals. No, you don't. You don't want that, Mraz. Nebby tweets, I'm trashing Mraz. He should be fired next time he claims to be a hard hat guy because hard hat guys take responsibility for their actions. Hashtag take a permanent lap.
It's the landfill. Overnights in El Paso.
One too many oopsies is trashing Mraz. No explanation needed. Hickey should join him on his trek to Tucson as well. Ooh. Hashtag hot take Hickey on the landfill.
Hold your nose. That's some smelly rubbish.
He does not get first name billing rights on that show.
And Phoenix Tree Rat tweets, the Rangers mesmerized and bedeviled by New Jersey's play on a night with no B room for error. The Blue Shirts left scoreless like Mraz at Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. Hashtag oink the clown.
That will contribute to the microplastics in the bottom of the ocean.
Fine. Now I want Chick-fil-A.
Oink the Clown's a keeper.
You guys think by labeling things Alf, you're going to get me to burst. I'm not bursting today. I'm not taking your bait. None of yous.
I just like the fact that at the party last night that Mraz hosted, it
Frauds.
descended into Ranger on Ranger crime, Ranger fan on Ranger fan crime. Everybody started fighting and arguing at the end of the night. And somebody uttered, "I don't want to see you for a long time." Somebody across the bar.
Bunch of derelicts.
Well, we rally. We got a Kentucky Derby on Saturday. We move on.
Take that Panarin jersey and stick it right where the sun don't shine. I don't want to see you types of people around here for a long
I don't
time.
want to see you when the ponies are here on Saturday.
Right.
No way.
I'm not coming back till Saturday. I'll see what the Derby. What time is? What's post time? What can I bring?
I don't like yous. Yous don't like me's. I don't want to see you around here for a long time. I'll pop you like Bookaboom.
Oh.
Hey.